Hello guys, this is Jose Cruz. Today I will be presenting the mathematics of Aztecs. I chose the Aztecs because it's pretty interesting and they're also like my ancestors, so where they came from. Their math is pretty complex of what we've been learning compared. So what they did, the Aztecs used had a method called Codex Vergara. This is a 660-year-old document which Aztecs had. It had different types of length fields, and they would break down the length fields into smaller squares and triangles, and that's where they started their mathematical equations. The Babylonians had like a 60 system base number, where the Aztecs had a 20, so it was different. So this is the type of math they used. So this is here we have a square. As you can see, this is an equation of the numbers and sides plugged in. It looks very similar to the Pythagorean theorem. They used these to find area, but they had to find the perimeter first, then the side lengths. And after they found the perimeter, they moved to area. After they would find the lengths, they would use those previous answers to find the area. So they would split them into smaller shapes like rectangles and triangles. And so since this equation is to find area, so for here Z, it's a vertex, it's a corner vertices, and W also because Z, W. So this is the type of math they would implement after they would find perimeter. And these are some pictures that they had. So these are some of the pictures that they had in the 660 file document. These are like length fields. So like a dot is like a 1. Those bars would implement like a 5, and I would get more into detail with number systems. So other method they use is, instead of finding perimeter, the Aztecs had a method called a Colhua method. This relied heavily on side lengths and angular data. So the equation is called this formula. This is the formula. So this symbol right here represented angle, and then this symbol represented angle between two sides. So they had these two types of different symbols that I haven't seen. This formula was used to find the maximum area, so where they would try to get as much as close as possible that the landfill would have, the maximum area of a landfill. The formula could be used even if the angles were unknown, which was pretty cool. So these are some pictures of the number system that they had. So a 1 represents a dot, a 5 can be a bar or 5 dots, a 10 can be 2 bars or 10 dots or a square. For 20 they had different symbols, so they had different types of symbols. I'm pretty sure there's more, but this is just some of the symbols that they had for number 20, and then this list goes on. Overall, the accuracy of the Aztecs, like to find the area, was pretty low, which was 35%. They had also 386 Vergara quadrilateral fields, which was 65% accurate on them. So that was pretty more accurate than compared to what they had in the 660 Codex Vergara. This was also useful in the mathematical world. So what Aztecs did, they didn't like to use or copy like other mathematical systems like the Babylonians or Greeks. So they didn't want to do those type of math. So what they did is they combined Babylonian math and Greek math, and they constructed their own mathematical system. So this is a definition of pictures of land fields. So right here we could see there's a dot and 2 bars. Maybe that could be 11 for this side length, and more here, 3 dots and more bars. So this is how they try to implement and finding the area and perimeter side lengths. And these are some of my references. Thank you for watching.